Have we become desensitized to seeing big-name brands in our movies and everyday lives? Do people find this acceptable? Hi there, my name is Aleece Hanson, and this is Behind the Narrative.
It's your car? Huh?
Everything you just saw was jarringly absurd. The advertisement for Bud Light was offensively apparent and in your face, making it hilarious to watch. The filmmakers stopped the movie just to show the audience a product. This scene is just an example of a phenomenon that shows how saturated product placement has become in the media we consume. It's this phenomenon that's so fascinating, especially the relationship between a company and an artist. Being able to blend any product into a film is difficult because filmmakers have to juggle the desires of a company with their own creative integrity. One filmmaker that is able to blend both corporate motives and artistic integrity is Ridley Scott. In his 1982 film Blade Runner, Scott was able to effectively balance the use of product placement in order to enhance his film. He doesn't waste screen time promoting a product, but blends everything seamlessly in order for the story and product to fit perfectly. In this iconic scene from the film where Deckard and Gaff are flying through the city, Scott demonstrates his skills in blending product and art. Both Pan Am and RCA's names are displayed as advertisements in this futuristic depiction of Los Angeles. Though they're small in the scene and a bit difficult to see, they demonstrate how an effective use of product placement can heighten the atmosphere and setting of a film. What makes this use of product placement incredible is how well it fits with the genre of the film, cyberpunk. The cyberpunk genre is defined as a futuristic dystopian society where the people are dominated by technology and large corporations. The depiction of the companies as towering and haunting monuments reinforces the idea that corporations control the people. Even in the street level, the people can't escape from the control of these corporations. This is evident in the scene where Deckard chases Zora. You can see a neon sign of Atari in the background. Another film that seamlessly incorporates product placement is Katsuhiro Otomo's Akira. Similar to Blade Runner, Akira is also part of the cyberpunk genre. While Blade Runner depicted corporations and products as something to fear, Akira uses them as a form of self-expression. Otomo's film follows the story of Kaneda as he struggles to save his friend Tetsuo from a secret science project while being thrown into a battle between the government and anti-government activists. The scene that demonstrates effective use of product placement is where Tetsuo examines Kaneda's motorcycle. In Otomo's dystopian future, an authoritarian government controls the society where Kaneda and Tetsuo live. They are oppressed and expected to conform, or else they'll be drafted. Kaneda's bike contains many stickers from companies like Canon, Citizen, and BMW. They all demonstrate Kaneda's self-expression. His bike, along with his friends, represent their sense of freedom. For Kaneda, these corporations that are advertised on his bike are a source of individuality and a form of resistance towards an oppressive society. Whereas Blade Runner and Akira subtly incorporate product and brand placement into their worlds, movies like Transformers or Power Rangers show no restraint when it comes to promoting a brand. These films promote for the sake of promoting. The pill from Transformers comes out of nowhere with no relevance to what's happening in the plot or the actual world. It's inserted in there for the sake of being there. It shows no finesse in how to meld product and film together. In Power Rangers, the filmmakers at least tried to incorporate their product placement with the actual story, with the central conflict taking place in a Krispy Kreme. However, the idea is laughably ridiculous. What sets Blade Runner and Akira apart from these movies is that they're able to show restraint and not gratuitously overwhelm their audience with brands. The restraint that these filmmakers show goes a long way for their films, as it allows product placement to actually inform the audience about the world of the film and its characters. However, how do audiences actually feel about product placement? In a study held by the University of Georgia, they found that US audiences were generally more accepting of product placement as opposed to other countries. This occurrence could be due to the mass commercialization of movies and product placement, as many blockbusters today are concerned more about marketing A-list talent and selling products than the actual movie. The reason we dived into product placement today is to give light to this phenomenon that is so prevalent in our art and society. There are so many cases of poorly done product placement in films and few good ones. It's difficult to say whether it will ever be an art, but the line does change when a creative director is willing to take the reins. Given that film is becoming more accessible by the day, and due to the rise of digital media such as Netflix, which entirely eliminate commercial advertising, product placement will only get more ubiquitous with the medium. I'm Aleece Hanson. And this has been Behind the Narrative.